Good day, class. Welcome to Research 11 Methods of Research. We already ended Unit 2, Part 1 on the research problem, and you are done presenting your research problems in class. Now, I hope you already have an idea which one to choose. And now we will be preparing what you will be presenting to the research panel for your upcoming topic defense. So in this PowerPoint video, we will look at how do we write a research title, what do we need to prepare for the topic defense, and when will the topic defense be? So typically, the final title you submit to your professor is created after the research is complete so that the title accurately captures what was done. So the working title should be developed early in the research process. So this is what you will be presenting to the research panel. Your working title, because it can help anchor the focus of the study in much the same way the research problem does. Bali, sila ay kamukha ni research problem. So referring back to the working title, this can help you reorient yourself back to the main purpose of the study if you feel yourself drifting off on a tangent while writing. So it will be your guide to your writing process for chapter 1. So what we need to know is how do we write a working research title? So we've seen this slide before. If you remember this slide and this other slide, this will be your guide. So remember, we use these when you are crafting your research problem. And this is where or what are the elements that you need to have in your research problem. So this is your 4 Ws. You have your topic with what, where, when, and who. And this slide is for association studies or intervention studies using the PICOT format, which stands for P for population or the patient, I for the intervention being evaluated, C for comparator or control, O for outcome, and T for time frame or period if applicable only. So these are examples of research titles, working research titles, and those that are in yellow or highlighted are what or your topic itself. So first is here for the first example, assessment of the effectiveness of distance learning among students of Cagayan State University College of Allied Health Sciences, or what there is the effectiveness of distance learning, or specifically the assessment of the effectiveness of distance learning. For the second example, a comparative study on the knowledge, attitude, and practices of mothers towards children immunization in Barangay Poblacion West and Malubibit Norte, Flora Apayao. So our what there actually is your knowledge, attitude, and practices on children immunization. So you can see already the variables. You have your independent and dependent variables here. And then our third example, knowledge, attitude, and practices of young mothers of Northern Benito Soliven Isabela on upper respiratory infections. So again, the what here is your knowledge, attitude, and practices on upper respiratory infections. For the fourth example, anxiety level and academic challenges of CAS BSRT students during COVID-19 pandemic. The what here is the anxiety level and academic challenges. So you can see the variables here already. For the last example is a tracer study among the graduates of Bachelor in Science in Respiratory Therapy. So in 2014 to 2021. So your what here is the tracer study. So same examples, but those in red are those the who or your population. So for example 1, your population here is the students, or specifically the students of Cagayan State University CAS. For the second example, the population here are the mothers. or specifically the mothers in Barangay Poblacion West and Malubibit Norte, Flora, Apayao. For the third one are young mothers. For the fourth one, the CAS BSRT students. And for the fifth one are the graduates of Bachelor in Science in Respiratory Therapy. So in this slide, you will see where. So not all the time you have it written because it's already embedded. Like for the example number 1, where here is actually your CSU CAS. But it's not written as where, but it's written as students of CSU CAS. There's no really where. It's not really required for you to put in the title the where. But you have here like this one, since it's a comparative study, it shows you 2 locations, Barangay Poblacion West and Malubibit Norte, Flora, Apayao. So for the third one also, you will see young mothers of Northern Benito Soliven, Isabela. So for the fourth and fifth one, same as the first one, it's not explicitly written in their titles where the study will be collected. So this one is when. So the same as when you are crafting your research problem, if only it is applicable. Like this one, for the fourth one, the anxiety level and academic challenges of CAS-BSRT students during COVID-19 pandemic. And for the tracer study, it's between 2014 to 2021. So tips in writing your titles: indicate the subject, who and the what, and the scope of the study accurately. Avoid using abbreviations. Identify key variables, both your dependent and independent variables. Limit it to 10 to 15 substantive words. And do not include study of or analysis of or similar constructions. So what are characteristics of a research title? So according to rhetoric scholars Hairston and Keene, making a good title for a paper involves ensuring that the title of the research accomplishes 4 goals as mentioned here. So number 1, it should predict the content of the research paper. It should be interesting to the reader. It should reflect the tone of the writing. And lastly, it should contain important keywords that will make it easier to be located during a keyword search. So example of that here are your titles, and check if it has the characteristics of a good research title. So for example, number 1, benefits of meditation for the nursing profession, a quantitative investigation. So does it predict content? Yes. The benefits of meditation. Is it interesting? No, for us. This is a nursing profession. Does it reflect tone? No. Are there important keywords? Yes. The meditation, and it's a quantitative investigation. For number 2, why mindful nurses make the best communicators? Does it predict content? No. Wala kang makikitang variables dito. It's a why. Is it interesting? Yes. What makes nurses good communicators? Does it reflect tone? Yes. Are there important keywords? No. We don't see any variables here. So next is meditation gurus as a research title. Does it predict content? No. Is it interesting? Yes. Does it reflect tone? No. It does it not reflect tone? Important keywords? No. For the last example, Nurses on the Move, a quantitative report on how meditation can improve nurse performance. So does it predict content? Yes, it says that it it will look at the report on how meditation can improve nurse performance. Is it interesting? Yes. Does it reflect tone? Yes. Are there important keywords? Yes. So you see here, meditation and improvement of nurse performance. So now we're done with the first objective for this PowerPoint video, how we write a research title or working research title. Now we go to what do we need to prepare for your topic defense. So what do you need to prepare for a topic defense? I don't know if you're already familiar with this, but prepare one slide only to be collected and collated by the class leader. So, sa GC na lang natin kung sinong class leader natin on Saturday morning. So, he will be collating everything. It's good if meron kayong template na agad so that uniform lahat per group ang template. So, it's just one slide like this. May 3 rows tayo, 3 rows and 3 columns. So first is the research, working research title. You change this, not topic. Or you can put topic slash working research title. And then the basis or gaps. This should be like bullets. Like basis is from Ambition 2040 or from the NURA RURA, or basis ninyo is that according to WHO in 2022, there are several cases of blah, 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 blah. Or according to DOH, for the year 2022, there are several cases of blah, blah, blah. So that's your basis or the gaps. Next is its impact or significance. What for is your study? So I am just expecting bullets for this one. So this one is for like policy recommendation for the DOH, for example, new intervention for health promotion. So next is what you need to prepare is a 10-minute script to be timed by the designated timer. So first group, for example, can only present for 10 minutes. That's already presenting 3 working research titles with its basis or gaps and impact or significance. Ganun lang kabilis. And after that will be a 10-minute deliberation of your um, research panel. So they will be deliberating what topic they would like you to work on for your chapter 1. So next, you need also to prepare a recorder, paper, and pen for all. Okay, not only one group member, because some panelists or members of the panel will ask you, why are there no students writing my recommendations, etc. And you also need to prepare food for the panelists. So for your section, you need to prepare snacks and dinner for 4 panelists. So you need to send the snacks or dinner for 4 panelists via Food Panda before 1 p.m. Because we don't like that during our discussion or deliberation of your research topics, may tatawag sa amin and then telling us to go out to get the food kasi mawawala yung momentum namin. And especially we are doing this na sunod-sunod. We're doing this lot earlier than the scheduled March 18 because aalis si Direk. So we need him para planchado ang research topic or magiging research title na you will work on ninyo. So next here, when will the topic defense be? That would be on Saturday, March 11, 2023 via Zoom. So I'll be sending the addresses and the contact numbers of your research panelists. For this will be via Zoom. I'll be sending tomorrow the link for the Zoom meeting. Okay, that's all. Thanks for watching and good luck.